It's the Carolina Panthers taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in uptown Charlotte. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Carolina Panthers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Tackled by Jeremy Chin.
The numbers on the ground for Jones last week. 16 carries, 79 yards, and a touchdown.
In a perfect world, they'd run the ball the same way they did last week, but against the #1 rush defense in the league, they're going to have to find a different way to move the ball. Maybe they start throwing it early and come back to the run.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Made at the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 6. First down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Derek Brown. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or 2. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10. So here now are the Panthers for their first drive of the game. And they'll be led out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback.
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing 1 interception. Didn't have a touchdown to offset it. But the team found a way to win. He found a way to lean on other parts of the offense that carried them through.
And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory.
He's across midfield.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 23 carries, 81 yards, and a touchdown.
And we all know he had a big workload last week, so I'm eager to see if they decide to back him off a little bit. Personally, I hand it to him 20-plus times again. When a running back's locked in like he is, I want him to keep touching the football.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
23-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up third down.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and...
They'll set up a throw. That is incomplete. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther first down.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And to give this time to the tailback. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
He was brought down.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Looking to throw. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete.
Complete to number 80. Brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he is going to have a Panthers first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Off the option, he'll try and run with it. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They'll look to throw here. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
3rd and 4.
He'll look to throw. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. Vita Vea in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team that had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Joey Sly on now for the Panthers. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick here is good. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead.
Panthers 3, Buccaneers 0.
So the field goal there counts what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, Carter, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy? Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
And for a second straight play, just nowhere to go thanks to this Carolina defense.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Panthers have recovered.
The quarterback taken down.
Well, that's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did. Yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. They'll set up to throw. Flushed out and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And the Buccaneers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Back now comes Tampa Bay. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
On play action, they'll throw. Wide open receiver complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
A gain of 4.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Derek Brown on the stop. It's a gain of 4.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
No gain on the play.
Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
After 1 on EA Sports.
3, Buccaneers 0. Tyler Bass on for the field goal. A 47-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good. And that will tie us at 3-3.
It's the game at 3-3.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points. Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Oh, now Miller slow in getting up. He's still down on the ground. We'll check on his status when we get back. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now they try the right side here. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Offense.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They're going to look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
It's now 3rd and
out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
A run with Jones on first down, not going to yield much. A yard tops. Second down coming up.
A gain of a yard. Brings up
second and 9 now.
At the 29-yard line.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack.
The quarterback sack.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
On third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
He'll drop this underneath for Jones.
And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's fourth down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now back to throw. Finding Knox there, complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41.
Taken down.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. He already had the 1 fumble loss, so now 2 fumbles lost here in this first half.
Not setting the pace the way that you want it done. I mean, here in the first half, already twice the ball's come out and hit the turf. got to find a way to take care of it. Otherwise, they may have to start thinking about maybe someone different at that position.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a first down carry by Jones. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
And this will be incomplete. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Strong coverage by Carolina, and on we go to 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. I have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Buccaneers 6, Panthers 3.
So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Townsend. 7 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Back to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Townsend. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
A 7-yard pickup.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now a handoff here to his running back. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. The Panthers on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here's the Panthers punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. He probably wants to improve how he's been playing. There's no doubt about that, but you don't want to overthink it too much and reinvent the wheel when your team's up, right?
That's so true, because now if you're just worried about how you're playing, even though the team's winning, that's a selfish side of you that you don't want out there, and that's not what the best quarterbacks exhibit. So here's an opportunity to go ahead and guide the team, try and get better as the game goes along, but remember, your team's winning. Things are pretty good.
Yeah, they've got the advantage. We'll see how he does personally here this drive. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. The Bucs on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Ballard. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On first down, it's Jones. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Ebron with it over the middle. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. He'll look to throw. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 15.
A dump underneath to Jones. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. A 40-yard punt, no return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Carolina offense about ready to go. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His 1st read wasn't there. Heck, his 2nd read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this 1st half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Looking deep downfield. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
At the Buccaneers, 30.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Now the Panthers going to use the 1st of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Back to throw now on 1st down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and
sliding out, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Now the Bucs going to use the 1st of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 1st half. Here we go on 4th down, and I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. He needed 2. He only got 1. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front They won the battle of leverage and created the push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on fourth down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Derek Brown. The quarterback sacked. Fumble on the play. Recovered by the offense.
So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. The final, 26-14. From there, we head up to MetLife Stadium to check on the Jets, and it's the visiting LA Chargers who are out in front. The Chargers looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. Finally, let's get to Philadelphia. Check on the Eagles at home at Lincoln Financial Field. And this one going the visitors' way as the Cardinals have the lead in that one. The Cardinals locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
We'll see what his offense can do. Now the second down throw on target. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. No question that they're going to continue to look his way. 6 catches in the first half and now 7 on the game.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Townsend. 7 yards, the pickup there. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
At the 42-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Brought down back.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Townsend. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Townsend. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6. At the Bucs 33.
Back to throw here. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 22-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
And to give this time to the tailback. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe it'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. They'll set up a throw. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Dawson Knox, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. And he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. Got it as the lead is now 10-6. So that drive goes a full 80 yards in 10 plays. And Carolina scores to cap it off. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They'll go again to Jones. Shrugs him off. And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
Jones on the carry.
He had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And that will be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
So a change of possession here on the punt. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. How do you break down his game so far? Just the 1 touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story.
It really doesn't, not until you balance it with the error side. You know, and in this case, he hasn't thrown any interceptions. So a lot of people would call this almost a pedestrian game, kind of a bus driver game. But that's just really wrong. Being a bus driver is a good thing if you're running a football team, because that means you're in control and you're taking your team to the right places.
Yeah, he's been pretty solid.
45
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
Good.
7 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
And to give this time to the tailback. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Devin White on the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd.
Looking to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. And he'll give it here to his running back. And the Buccaneer defense for the 2nd straight play, flexing its muscle by forcing a loss.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he is going to have a Panthers first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards, first down, Panthers. He'll drop to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
Number 42.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Eluding the pressure right. 8 yards that time. Able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. He'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. He'll try and run it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and
They'll try to run this one in. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1.
goal line.
They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
And in this situation, a field goal doesn't help you a whole lot, but I think you've got to take it because I think you're a little too far back to go for it on 4th down. But we also know the offensive coordinator's in the head coach's ear trying to talk him into going for it right here.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. up to a touchdown now at 13-6.
Buccaneers 6.
From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's second down. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here. That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield, and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return.
1st and 10. At their own 20.
Carolina getting set to take the field.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 32-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll set up to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 35.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
Open man Hamler, that's complete.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. And not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
The Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And incomplete. The pass.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with it. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. That was Dante Jackson, the one who got a hand in to knock it away.
He was covered by Dante Jackson.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And got his man, complete. Give him 32 on the play.
To number 81.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for his running back, Aaron Jones, that time. And now it's 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and 10.
And this is going to be incomplete. The Bucs on 3rd down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This is 3rd and 10.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it up.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
Number 21, the ball.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
2-yard line. 1-yard gain.
They're going to look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And the interception that ended their previous drive, that might be one we look back on and say that was the turning point of this game.
Hey, partner, guess what? There's still time for a few more turning points in this ball game. They're only one score down.
Yeah, true. We could have some twists and turns. Stay tuned. Well, that one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned. There's still time left on the clock. This could be critical.
Still a one-score game. Had he hit that, it would have been 2 scores. Oh, a strip. The ball comes out, and the Panthers have recovered.
Taken down in sack.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
It caught up to him. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. They'll be hoping to work a little clock and try to add on to this slim fourth-quarter lead, but whatever happens on this drive, certainly a huge fumble recovery by their defense at this juncture. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
A 6-yard pick.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. He'll get this to Hamler over the middle. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Joey Sly for the point after. And the lead is up to 14. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Now this will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Back now comes Tampa Bay. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes more.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Brandon, that's the 3rd time he's fumbled so far in this game, and you know, you can make excuses for each and every one of them, but the bottom line is he's got to take care of it better, and now that he's shown a propensity for fumbling it, just think about what the defenders are trying to do.
Yeah, well, guys hate 1 fumble, 2's, oh my goodness, 3 or more. Wow.
Just doesn't make any sense, does it?
They'll start by running the option to the right. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. It's their quarterback with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Slide for the PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here in this fourth quarter.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
He was covered by Dante Jackson.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
That's complete to his running back, Evans.
And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it is incomplete. The Bucs try it on 4th down but come up empty. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
The Carolina offense about ready to go. An opportunity for them to salt this game away after that 4th down stop we just witnessed as they hold a commanding 3-score lead in the 4th quarter.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. And he'll give it here to his running back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
A handoff as they run the counter play. Down right around the 25. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
When the 4-3 defense is functioning really well, you know who stays what we call clean and no one gets to him? The guy playing the middle linebacker position, the guy we call Mike. That means the defensive front is eating up all the blocks and just let him go to the football and make a play.
Joey Sly on now for the Panthers.
From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And that will extend the lead out to 24.
Buccaneers 6.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Back to throw now on first down. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Brian Burns make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And his throw's going to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And he's going to let it fly. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is going to have the Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Short little throw to Ebron. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Jeremy Chin on the coverage.
Back to throw again. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
For Eric Ebron. Incomplete.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's 2nd down.
35-yard line.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Carolina, they climb back to 500.